Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today is Vlogmas day 6. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. We are going to be doing my 25 top most iconic moments this year. We are going to recap all the months, everything that's happened, never before seen footage. These are no best to worst. This is just like order that everything happened. Okay, I have my list. This is Paulina wrapped for 2025. So for my first iconic moment, we have going to Brownsville for Charro days. Brownsville is like the border of Texas. Like it's as far down as you can go before getting into Mexico. And in the spring, they do this little like parade with all the schools. And it was the first time we'd gone anywhere with my aunt, Annelle. And so it was so fun just to be there with her. She's literally so hype all the time. She's hilarious. We brought Gina, just getting to see everybody, the music, and we just had so much fun there. And the food is always amazing. So that was my first iconic moment. Second, your girl won Senior Assassin. The whole story time of this is actually crazy. None of my friends were doing it, and so I wasn't really close with anybody that was like participating. And I feel like I'm known as like quiet. Me shooting people with water guns, like that's unheard of for like how people see me. So then this girl I had met literally like a week before, she was like, hey, like, do you want to do it? I didn't even really know this girl. And then the next week she gets out. And I was like, girl, you had one job, stay in. So I got my dad to be like my unofficial partner. He was my driver and my recorder. It was so scary for me. It got me such out of my comfort zone. There was a time where we had like a whole car chase. And it was a car chase with my partner that had gotten out. It was her brother I was trying to get out. But she wouldn't help. I was like, you're not gonna help me? She was already mentally checked out the game, you know? And she was obviously closer with her brother than me. So I was like, okay, we're gonna be like that. And that just made me more competitive. So after that, because I stayed in, like ops were made. Nobody wanted me to win these games. I wasn't friends with nobody. Like obviously like people I'd gotten out were rooting for their friend. When I would get their friends out, their friends are mad at me and they're mad because I got like, everybody hated me. And then we got to the last round. Things worked out perfectly to the place where I was able to get my person out and he had me, and I did not let him get me out. And so since I got my person out, I was able to advance and I won. And it caused a lot of drama, but I won. And like, I'm actually just that girl, you know? Iconic moment this year. Then we had spring break, which was a nice little break from all of this Senior Assassin stuff that was going on. We went to Florida and it was so much fun. My aunt lives there, so we'll go and stay with her. Like she has the cutest little house. My cousin Henry's there, so we'll just play like video games with him. We'll go to the beach. Nico, if you're watching this, our spring breaks were like different, so he still had school. So right after school, he'd like come over. We were hanging out with him. It was a fun week, which then leads to my fourth one. So basically the last day I got an email from the university I had applied to for college, like my result, and I didn't get in, which I honestly knew prior, like I wasn't getting in, because I just had this like feeling that just wasn't what was right for me right now in my life. There was just nowhere that felt right for me. And so when I didn't get in there, it was like, okay, you didn't get in anywhere, you know? And I was low-key a little mad because I was like, this is what I want. I didn't see the bigger picture, you know? You're probably like, why was that an iconic moment of your year? Well, she didn't know it back then, beginning of the year, but I am so grateful I did not get in. Being here, you'll see it like as the list goes on. I have made so many like core memories. I've had the best year. Like they wouldn't have happened if I had gone to school. I'm in the community college. I just know this is like what was meant for me. Iconic. Number 5 on the list, your girl turned 18. I'm just like an older, more mature, like cutie, classy teenager, you know? Like normally my birthdays are like dookie, but I was able to like plan what I wanted to do and I think we just went to the mall. That was just fun. It was fun for me. And so I had a great birthday and I turned 18. Then number 6, like this year I really wanted to prioritize getting off my phone, making new hobbies. I was able to learn a whole song on the piano, which I don't even know piano. And I was also able to get into basketball this year and go play. I used to play when I was little. So I was able to get back into that this year. Literally like every day I can go and just go play at this gym. And it's literally just me there. Like it's perfect. Then I graduated high school. which like actually is really crazy if you think about it. That's like what, like 13 years of school. It was actually crazy. Like I never ever pictured myself like actually like being there one day walking on the stage, and I had the best senior year. Iconic moment number 8 was my grad party. It was so much fun. I had a bunch of family come. We took a bunch of cute pictures and the food was amazing. Everyone was just staying at my house, and I love it when we have people like over, just sharing that day with everybody. Then iconic moment number 9 was I chopped my hair off. It's already like too long for me, guys, but my hair used to go down like long. I had been wanting to cut it, but I knew like graduation, I was scared if I didn't like it, like, you know, so I'm glad I waited when I did. But as soon as I was graduated with high school, hair holds memories, chopped it off. No, well, kind of cut it pretty short, and I loved it, and it was just perfect. I could wash it in like 2 seconds. It was just iconic. Then number 10, Tori went to Six Flags, and while she was there, the whole Dallas Wings, which is like a WNBA team here, was there at Six Flags. So she got to see them all. Because she was there, I was like FaceTiming her, and so I got to say hi to one of my favorites. I literally was like, flip the camera, show me. I was like, wait, like that's her. So she showed me. Her name's Lee Yuru, and so I got to see her, and I was like, wait, I was so like, what is happening? Like finally clicked to me, like the people that I've been watching, these people are real. Like they're not just things I watch on TV, like they're actual real people, and that kind of clocked to me when I got to see them on FaceTime. So number 11 was my first WNBA game, and this was the best day of my whole life. I had so much fun. I loved both teams. It was Dallas Wings and the Atlanta Dream. We walked into the building, got there early, so there were still a few people practicing. Literal like tears, like literally got in my eyes. I literally was like, what? It was just so magical, like actually seeing them in person. Like I got to see Enrique like down there, and Alyssa Smith when she was still on the Wings, and then like Brittany Griner's down there, and the whole game was so good. We ended up winning, which if you know like the Dallas Wings, like we didn't win a lot of games this year, so the fact that we won that game and it was against a great team, it was so fun. And I got to see my favorite, Paige Bueckers, for the first time in person. There was a point where we watched them all run out the tunnel, and I was like so close. Iconic, the most iconic. Then I finally got my driver's license. It took forever, so now I can actually drive, and I've gotten to go so many places. My 2 younger cousins, we got Gina and Tori, you know, every time they come over now we can actually go places, we're not just stuck here. Then for iconic moment number 13 was All-Star Weekend for WNBA. I was logged in on Twitch, freaking watching Stud Buzz live stream. It was so fun. Like my screen time was up that week. I stayed on that live stream the whole weekend, and just see behind the scenes look of everything. It was like my favorite weekend this year for sure. It was so much fun. I literally felt like I was there with them. Then number 14, this was so iconic, and I low-key can't say a lot about this because like I'm not trying to get in trouble. I literally entered a sweepstakes to like go play basketball with Paige Bueckers, but somehow I got chosen. It was just crazy. Like I got to get a photo with her, and I knew like a week in advance. I hadn't played basketball prior for years, so I got myself in the court and I started like trying to relearn everything. I stayed in that court. I stayed hours and hours like practicing because I was not about to embarrass myself for the huzz. And I got to have Tori, my dad, and my sister there with me, and it was just like, it was the most crazy thing that I've ever done in my whole life. Iconic moment number 15 is I finally perfected my room decor. Christmas, oh my goodness, Christmas used to never get decorated because I could never figure it out. I'm very perfectionist, like I need it to be perfect, and I'm picky with the way everything looks, and everything has to have meaning and intention behind it in my room. I finally was able to like perfect it. Iconic. Then iconic moment number 16, I got to go to another WNBA game with Tori, but it ended up being so much fun. It was like an end of the season game against Connecticut, but me and Tori were just being hyped. We literally got on the Jumbotron and we were there for a minute, but my mom had one job and she didn't record it, so we have no proof of this happening. we had been talking like smack about the coach down there, so we literally were both like pointing down, and then I look up on the screen and I'm like, wait, she looks familiar. It finally clocks me that that's me. Tori's still over here talking trash about the coach. I literally just start yanking her, like, Tori, shaking her. I'm like, look, we're on the screen. I'm just like doing the most. It was so much fun. For 17, we all went to the Weeknd concert. It was so hype, so much. I feel like I just keep saying fun for all of these, but truly, like, it was amazing. I had my aunt there, and then like all my cousins. We got all these cute little pictures, and it literally core memory. It was so, and like hearing these songs live, chef's kiss, amazing. Next iconic moment is Bella's senior parking spot. I had to draw out the like shape, and I was looking scared. I was like, guys, it's a lot of pressure, but it turned out so cute. And like, don't even like body shame my Hello Kitty, because literally the one in the photo that she showed me, it looked like that. She wanted it like that, so don't come at me. But it turned out so cute, and it was just so fun to like paint and just get to spend the day with them. Number 19, we went to like Dick's Sporting Goods House of Sport, like grand opening in Dallas. We got there early in the morning, got a perfect spot in line. You can watch the YouTube video. I got this free water bottle, free Stanley Cup, bro. Got a gift card. We got like all these crazy stuff. And we got to see Paige Bueckers again, get her autograph, and like talk to her, get a photo. We watched her and then Enrique Gumbale coach like I think it was 3-on-3 basketball little tournament. I brought Gina with me, and we literally like, what is happening? Like, it was just the craziest. Like, we got so much stuff, and it was just so much fun. Number 20 was celebrating the twins' birthday. They turned 15 this year. Jumping around everywhere, playing the whole day. Just had the best time going places. We got good food, good memories. We got a bunch of stuff for free, and it's just fun when we're all together. Iconic moment number 21. You're gonna notice a recurring theme on this list. It's my wnba. It's my Paige Bueckers obsession. I took Tori, and it's just our side quest. Like, these things just be happening to us, and when things like this happen, you just gotta take advantage of it, right? We went to like this Connect 4 Hasbro sponsored event, and Paige Bueckers and Maddie Segrist were there, which are two basketball players. And we were at the right place at the right time all the time, and I was able to give them both bracelets I had made based on their Unrivaled teams that they're now playing with. Literally wearing my bracelets, and Paige even wore it like after the event was over, and I was able to get my jersey signed, which how many times had I seen her like before this? Like, I finally was able to, like, this is my moment. I was like, we're getting it signed. Number 22, low-key exposing myself, but I finally read a book this year. Genuinely, the last time I had read a book, I think was like 2020. I read like the Hunger Games series. This year I was talking about like I wanted to get off my phone, I wanted more hobbies. So I started reading, and my goal for this year is 5 books. I had so many good books this year. I do want to like carry this into 2026. The books I've read are The Perks of Being a Wallflower, Looking for Alaska. I did not like that book, but maybe that's just me. 10 Reasons Why, One of Us is Lying, and then my 5th one I want to read is actually right here. One of Us is Next. And I liked the other book so far, so this is like the sequel. So we'll see if it lives up to the hype. Number 23 is I finished my first semester of college. Like, official first semester. Biology, that kicked my butt, bro. Like, I'm not even joking. I had flashcards, like, huge. We low-key ended off with a B, but it's because the final was like, she wanted us to write 5 pages of something, and I was not feeling like writing. It was the end of the year, I was over this, so I just didn't do the final. I would have got a 94, but I got an 84, and like, some people might be like, why would you do that? But you know what, I will gladly take my 84 over writing that whole like research paper. That wasn't about to happen. Besides that, I got all A's, so proud of myself. 24th iconic moment is just the growth I've had this year. January 1st compared to now, like, not even the same Paulina. I truly feel like I've grown in every aspect of my life, and I feel like I've made habits that I'm still sticking with and getting better at. Super iconic, and I'm hoping we keep this up going. And then my last iconic moment hasn't even happened yet, but it's Christmas. I'm Mexican, so literally our Christmas is like Christmas Eve, and then my dad is white, so then our like official Christmas is Christmas Day. We haven't had a Christmas where like the whole gang is back together, but this year like we're doing it, and so I'm so hyped. Like, everyone's gonna be there, and Gina's spending Christmas Day with us. Like, everybody's getting good gifts, and I love gift giving, and I'm so excited for them to all open it. And whenever Gina's like this is our second time having Christmas with us, and the first time was so fun, like getting to react with her and just share like those memories with her. So I'm so excited this year for her to be with us. So that is my list of 25 most iconic things that happened to me this year. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for Vlogmas Day 7. Bye.